welcome to Round Robin. I'm your host, Robin McCormick with the City of Hampton, and today we are going to tell you about the new season for Hampton Arts. It is phenomenal, and we are celebrating our 30th anniversary. My guest is the director, Richard Parison. Welcome.
Thank you.
You know, Hampton is a pretty small city, and I think one of the things we are known for is the arts. And those two bookend locations, Charles Taylor Art Gallery and the American Theater, draw a ton of regional visitors.
Yeah, they do. And you know, Hampton has a tremendous commitment to the fine and performing arts for a city our size. I've worked in cities that are much larger than Hampton that have had a much smaller presence in terms of the city's commitment to the arts. And so we're very fortunate to live in a city that not only values the impact of the arts, but also to have a citizenry that is interested in attending.
Well, how, you know, some of us take it for granted now that we have these two wonderful facilities, but 30 years ago we didn't. I mean, how did this come about?
Well, you
weren't here.
I was not here. I was here. I was not in Hampton.
Okay.
But in 1987, the city council decided, along with city leadership and a lot of local stakeholders, that they wanted to create a city department that would advocate for the performing and the visual arts. And in their infinite wisdom at that time, they decided that it was really a tremendous way to place city resources to get citizens involved in something that could transform the community and transform their lives. And so 30 years later, after the founding artistic director Michael Curry and my immediate predecessor Jeff Stern, 30 years later, we're continuing to grow that legacy and that tradition.
Well, and really, it was a lot of citizen fundraising. I mean, the city owns and well, I'm not sure who owns the American Theater.
Yeah.
Let me stop. It might be the foundation, but really, you know, Charles Taylor used to be the old library for people who don't remember.
Yeah.
And it took a tremendous amount of renovation and work to get that to where it is. And the same thing with the. I remember the Lee Theater and the X-rated movie porn trials that were going on in my early journalism career. So that is a much different place now.
Yeah, we don't have any more adult films at the American Theater. But what I will say is that the Taylor Armstrong family, who owned what we now call the Charles H. Taylor Arts Center, donated it to the city for the use as their main public library. And after, of course, we outgrew it, and then it became the trust fund that owns the building for the Charles H. Taylor decided to turn it into an art center, which became the original home for Hampton Arts. And then in the city's work, they decided to create a nonprofit foundation to raise private philanthropic dollars to renovate the then Lee Theater and turn it back into the American Theater, what was called the New American Theater. So they raised upwards of $8 million to renovate and restore the American Theater, and then we had the two buildings that we now call Hampton Arts.
And really, they bookend what is now the city's arts district. And it stretches from basically one to the other and encompasses a lot of the land in between. So I think those 30-year-old-ish institutions have stimulated already additional interest in the arts. Hampton is known in the region as a place to go hear live music. It's everywhere from open mics to a lot of venues,
the
very
new breweries
modern,
that are coming into
to the concerts.
Yeah, and
to Ogden Hall, I should mention as well.
Hampton University
has some phenomenal performers.
We have a tremendous, our region, coastal Virginia, Hampton Roads, we're blessed with a lot of venues, from 1,600 seat theaters at the Ferguson Center and the Sandler Center. But we think of the American Theater and the Charles H. Taylor Art Center as small boutique agencies. Just like you might go to a large Hilton hotel or you might go to a bed and breakfast. We think of Hampton Arts as the boutique performing and visual arts community. And that's the niche that we like to serve. We want to make sure that everybody feels that the American Theater and the Art Center it's like their living room. They can come and feel comfortable.
You know, it feels like that. And I've heard performers say that too. I know Marcia Ball has said it when she comes. A lot of people really enjoy performing in that venue. You can see their faces.
Yeah, absolutely.
There's really not a bad seat.
60 feet from the edge of the stage to the farthest seat in the theater. And in the gallery, we have 4 or 5 different galleries where you can mix and mingle right up with the artists to see the work. And I think that, you know, what we want people to do is know that we're presenting not only in the gallery and not only in the theater, artists from around the world and around the corner. So quite literally, we have regional artists performing on stage and in the galleries, and international and national artists performing on stage and in the galleries. And that's what we think makes us really unique.
Well, let's talk about this season, and let's talk about the performing arts, because honestly, the Art Center's free. I don't have to plan. I can go see those when they pop up. But I think you have such an impressive lineup for this this season. I've already bought some series tickets. So.
Good. Well, we kick off the season with our 30th anniversary gala, which is a fundraiser for Hampton Arts through the Hampton Arts Foundation, and we're presenting Megan Hilty, Broadway Tony nominee star, and we're doing this fun, creative black tie event on September 30th, where we will also honor Ross Mugler and Martha Mugler for their commitment to the performing and fine arts, and we'll also honor Pomoko for their commitment to the arts. So we're kicking off with this really great 30th anniversary gala, which we're excited about.
Wonderful.
We haven't done that in a lot of years. And then we have this huge, diverse series that includes a new Broadway series, where we will actually be performing and producing our own live theater for the first time, created for Hampton Roads by Hampton Roads, which we're very excited about.
Oh, that's wonderful.
It's the first time that we've done that in 30 years, and I think it's going to add.
That's something you brought to the table that you told us a year ago was something you wanted to work on.
Yeah, I wanted to make sure that we were in a position to create work, not just present work for our community. And we have artists from Molly Ringwald to Darlene Love.
Oh, I'm so excited about Darlene
She's
Love.
fantastic. If you've watched David Letterman, she performed on the David Letterman show for 30 years. She did her Christmas song. And, you know, she's just absolutely amazing. We have Sweet Honey in the Rock.
I'm going to see that one too.
And
I've heard, it's interesting, they've still got a couple people who've been with them forever, but they've brought in, you know, some newer folks. And I don't want to say how many years ago it was the last time I saw them, but they're just wonderful.
And they have an American Sign Language component to their performance, which is really exciting. So it makes it really part of our mission to engage all different constituencies, you know, through the region.
It adds to the performance, even if you don't know sign language. It is absolutely beautiful to watch.
And then after that, we have Tony Danza coming, who will do his cabaret, his Broadway cabaret. We have Jamie Farr in the Broadway play Tuesdays with Maury. Sandra Bernhardt closes our season, you know, fierce, exciting comedian performance. We have The Colors of India, which will represent the Bollywood experience. We have jazz performers, you know, from Tony Dessert. It is a season that's very eclectic. We have a bluegrass festival. Yeah, we're doing a 3-day bluegrass and brew festival, which we're excited that we will have local Virginia bluegrass artists, national bluegrass artists, combined with a lot of the local breweries that will be doing tastings, because we felt that that was a really exciting way to integrate local merchants and businesses, because the local brew industry has just been popping up through Hampton and Hampton Roads.
Well, and that gets to this intersection of investment in the arts and returns.
Yeah,
because when you're co-promoting the breweries and they're bringing people in and we're getting tax receipts, and you know, I think sometimes people in the tax-paying public don't understand why, and it's actually not that much in terms of the city budget, but why tax money goes to the arts.
Yeah, absolutely. We have a creative economy. So we are not only employing performers and staff members who are contributing to the economy, but we have audience members that are coming down to Phoebus, they're coming to downtown Hampton, they're spending money in restaurants, they're spending money in bars, they're spending money in pubs, and so they're contributing right back. I mean, if you look at Phoebus right now, the restaurants that are coming. Oh my gosh, the scene is booming.
It rivals downtown right now.
Absolutely, and so we are excited to be part of that, that district and anchoring that, because it's all part of the sort of creative economy and economic development. The arts are smart business. They really are. And I think that it's important for people to understand that we are putting back into the economy a return that's even greater than what we're taking.
And, it is also the sort of multi-generational thing that Hampton wants to be. If you have kids, there's a kids series.
Yep.
And I, spent many a Saturday taking my kids there. And now that they're older, I can bring them to grown-up stuff, or I can go by myself. We can have a grown-up evening and go out to dinner somewhere first.
And something else new that we started this year is we're going back to these 11 a.m. Saturday performances. We have the Saturday morning club where we will actually have families coming early to the theater, seeing the show, and then they can have the rest of the day to go to the beach and do whatever else they need to do. So we're returning to our 11 a.m. Saturday morning club.
That is wonderful.
Yeah.
Well, we need to close, but I do think that one of the things I was really impressed with is if you're going to more than one event, making that decision and buying all the tickets at once, I had a huge discount.
Yeah.
I mean, it is a really nice program. Do you want to tell people about that?
Yeah, we have what we call our Flex Pass subscription, which allows people to buy any number of tickets from 4 up to 400, and the discount increases with the more tickets that you buy. And then you can use those tickets. If you buy 8 tickets, you can use all 8 of them for one performance, or you can use 1 ticket for 8 performances, or 4 for one and 4 for another. We wanted to give them flexibility.
It's so flexible because it's not just you have to buy, like some places, you have to buy the X series or the Y series. You can pick and choose here.
Yeah, we wanted to make sure that ticket buyers had flexibility, and I'm really glad to say that our subscription sales so far are way ahead, and now single tickets are on sale. So you can visit us online at hamptonarts.net, or you can call the box office and they'll give you information on buying tickets. And
I do want to say that too. It's very convenient. You can go online, you can use Ticketmaster, you can do it from wherever you are, or you can avoid those fees. You can go to there's just so many different ways.
Yeah, you can visit you can visit the American Theater box office at 125 East Mellon from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Monday through Friday. Or you can visit the Hampton Coliseum box office from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday and get your tickets at either location.
So it's very, very convenient. For Hampton residents. We can bring groups. We can invite our friends from around the region.
It's the best way. It's really the best way to share not only the joy of the live arts, but to share in what Hampton has to offer in terms of you can have dinner and a drink and then go to the theater and then go back and have another cocktail afterwards.
It's wonderful. And I do think it is part of that Phoebus revitalization, and then the revitalization of Phoebus also helps the arts because people are interested in both, and it's a synergy there that's going to help Hampton grow.
Restaurants are full on nights of shows. It's exciting.
I know you have to go early, which isn't such a bad
Make your reservations.
All right. Thank you so much,
Thanks, Robin.
Richard. And thank you for watching. I hope you will take a minute to look at the schedule for the Hampton Arts. Go ahead and get your tickets now, make that commitment, get that discount, and enjoy a wonderful 9 months of performances. Thanks for watching.